Hey guys, welcome back to 702 Motoring in Las Vegas. Tonight we've got a really special bike right here. This is Bobby's 21 Road Glide CVO, straight from Texas. Bobby's been really patient with us to get this bike done, and I think he's going to be very, very happy when he picks it up on this Saturday. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a video because I'm going to go into detail on the product used, the process that we went through this bike, and we have the fairing removed so you can see our wiring, our amplifier, and digital sound processor configuration. Yes, that is true. You heard me say it, came out of my mouth. We have a DSP on this bike. So, as stated, this bike came from Texas. The customer had an 800.4 Evo X, I sold him a while back, and he had a DSR1 Rockford DSP he purchased from another facility that, they pre-tune it, they ship it to you. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. We didn't use the DSR1. We use the HKI Mini. The DSR1, guys, is very, 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 very difficult for anybody to tune. If you've ever tuned one, when you make adjustments on it, as you do on a DSP, you're making immediate adjustments and changes to your sound. Every little change you make, the DSP stops. It takes 3 to 9 minutes to update. And that's the truth. So if you change one thing, you wait 3 to 9 minutes for it to update. And then if you change something else, you got to wait again. And by that time, you forgot what it sounded like previously. So to me, the DSR1's worthless. HKI Mini's instant, works perfectly. That's what we used. Put it in, customer will be very happy. I'm about 85% tuned. I'm going to finish it here shortly, and I'll throw the fairing back together for delivery on Saturday. But on this bike, let's go over. So we did a Soundigital 1200.4 Evo X2 2 ohm. And that's it right there. And we're using a Lex Rivera amp rack on this bike, guys. See how the amp rack looks? Fits. You have to modify the structure of the bike, but adding the amplifier rack makes up for the structural loss by adding it back again differently. Maybe this flashlight's a little better. And we have 800.4 Evo X, and our HKI Mini is right here, as you can see. So all our RCAs are the V12, Metra XS T-Spec RCAs, 1.5 foot. We've got 3 of them in there. DSPs in there, real nice. 800.4, adjustability right in the front. 1200.4 Evo X2, it all fits beautifully. In the speaker pods, we use all Diamond Audio. Of course, guys, Diamond Audio. These are Neo 6.5s. That's what they look like in there. This is a Neo. Okay, this is the modification required for the Road Glide grill or speaker pod. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. The most modifications required in the front. You got to open it up a little bit. You've got to be creative. You got to know what you're doing, guys. This is not like your one-day install. This is a very, very, it's a complicated install. You need to know what you're doing before you try to attempt this yourself. Now, this bike, I'm going to go over a little bit. This is going to take me a little bit of time to go over. So it had factory 5x7 lids. So, again, we've got the Neo 6x9. This is our horn mount that we make here in-house. There's CNC this piece, holding the Cerwin Vega P75T shallow horn. I'm going to go over that in a little bit more in a few moments. So, we did modify the bag a little bit right here. Looks good. To get extra clearance for the magnet to fit. It worked without this modification, but you had to hold up on it higher when you have to, hold the lid up when you open or close. You still have to do it, but not as much. So this is a CVO with electric locks. So that does complicate things further. So we now fabricate a 5x7 spacer that's designed to allow the 5x7 to 6x9 adapter kit to work with electric locks. If you don't use a spacer, your electric locks are not going to work. And as you can see, it spaces it 1 inch. Okay. Now here we have your 5x7 to 6x9 adapter. And here we have our extra 1/2 inch for the P75T shallow horn mount. Now, like our other installs, we black screws, black washers. It's attention to details, guys, that we really put a lot of attention to. We think that makes it very important. You had to modify the bag a little bit because that existing location right here is no longer usable. to be functional. So now it's here. You see our quick way we do our wiring. It's real nice and real clean. Our quick disconnects right here. Very simple, very functional. The customer will never have a problem. We don't use your standard tabs. We use a 1.1 inch, which is different than the 1 inch, guys. That 1.1, that little extra makes a big difference in strength. And we don't want this thing to, we don't want this wiring coming loose when the customer's out there on the open road. This is a CVO. It does have a factory amp in it. We left it there. No reason to pull it out. It had 1 amp in there from the factory. Why Harley would put it in the saddlebag versus the fairing, can't explain that, but that's what they did. Now, what we also did, we put front and rear cameras on this bike. And guys, you need to really consider that, because cameras these days, well, the fairing's off. So it's held on by screws and lock washers in that fairing. It's not going anywhere. The rear is a little different, because the customer does take the saddle touring pack off, so he couldn't mount it there. It's going to be mounted right here with double-sided tape. We're going to talk to the customer on placement when he comes in. It's just, you know, to do that or drill a couple holes in that fender, which I don't mind doing, you know, but I'm not going to do that. Let's talk with the customer first. So again, here's the other saddlebag. All right, so close it. Really no issues. That's a good looking speaker, guys. And it's not very heavy because it's, you know, it's cast aluminum. So you should have no problem closing everything. That's what it looks like. It's beautiful. Of course, in the front fairing, we've got the MO75T Diamond Audio shallow horns, which are different than the Cerwin Vegas. And I'll explain that to you guys right now. So here is the horn mount that we use. And that holds a P75T. Okay, now this is the MO75T we use in the front grills. I can't put this in the front grills. It's way too heavy, guys. I wish I could. I have an Indian I'm going to put them in, but I can't do it on a Harley. It may work on a street glide, but you're blocking too much of the mid. It wouldn't be as functional. And they also make these horn mounts for the MO75T that's in the front. But Cerwin Vega, Diamond Audio are the same company. Not all products the same, but these two share enough similarity where the sound is, this is an inch larger, guys. And that's going to help this customer back here. that I promise. So that's the front and rear camera kit we used. This is all the product we used right here. This is a 5x7 to 6x9 kit. We make these now, guys. We fabricate these in-house. This is the hardware it's going to come with. And this is a level 10 install, guys. This is not for your beginner. This is not where the guy wants to just start and do it. I mean, if you're technically advanced, I'm not saying you can't do it, but just understand, don't rush it. Take plenty of time to get your bike done, because this is not like going to be a one-day job. We also changed the ground wire. You can see quite a bit of difference. This is a 6 gauge. We use a 4 gauge. It's a lot thicker. We use copper ends on everything. It does make a difference, guys. On a system that's got, you know, 2,000 watts of real power, it makes a difference. You know, believe it or not. This is on our website, 702motoringlasvegas.com. This is just for comparison. These are the speakers that came out of the bike. The 5x7, the Rockford made for Harley. You know, it's not a bad speaker. You know, if you're just, you know, don't want to say average person, but if your guy look just, you know, you want more performance and you want sound, this will probably do you fine. But this is a whole different level for this customer here. So I haven't paired up the phone yet because this bike is it's on a timer. Power through here, and the battery did go low on me earlier today trying to tune it. You know, I was tuning it for a couple hours, and I had no battery left. So now I've got battery charged. I got enough to demo this bike. So let's play a Tom MacDonald song. How about that? This one's called Cancer. I don't think I've done this one yet. It's a pretty good song. All right, let me just give me a second to get all up and going again. It's a beautiful bike, guys. This is, out of all the bikes I've ever done, this one here is a beautiful bike. That's gonna go. Give me 1 sec here. The volume was all the way up. So let me get this thing started again here. Okay, come on. Just bear with me, guys, here. I did this because I didn't want this thing timing out on me. So let's get back where we need to go. Sorry for that delay, guys.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sister stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation? It's crazy. $100 billion industry, they can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. Profits are astronomical. The hospitals and the clinics are filling coffins with dollars. It's awful, let's just admit it. We're all human, we'll keep fighting because it's how we survive. But it's scary because we don't know where we'll go when we die. Nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help. The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell, but no one wants to leave here, you can tell. And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves. We're dying to keep living. It's the system, it's a prison. We keep trying to beat it. We get cancer from keeping all of our demons a secret. And our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it and pray that there's something after this. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the night. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart. You won't know how to be brave till you choose to fight when you're afraid. And you can't experience strength till you struggle to carry the weight. And you won't know why you have faith till you look the devil in his face. And you don't know what you can take till you realize you didn't break. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the night. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart.
All right, guys. Yeah, I'm not fully tuned yet. I need more time with this right here. So I'm gonna do that now. I probably won't be posting another video about this bike because I'm gonna wear this battery down doing my tuning right now. So, but once again, this is Bobby's 21 Road Glide CVO out of Texas. Beautiful bike. Bobby, you're gonna be happy come Saturday. And appreciate your patience, sir, waiting for this bike. All right, guys, we're gonna go over this bike tomorrow night. This is a Road King, same rear setup, Neo 6x9 diamonds and a P75T shallow horn on our mount and a Precision Power 96 to 2013 motorcycle. All right, guys. Talk to you later.